Hey guys, how's it going? Coach here with another outdoor video. Today we're filming beautiful Scarborough, Ontario. We're gonna be doing a little how-to video, how to string a racket. Gonna be using this silent partner crank machine. You also may have noticed my mustache, freshly shaven at the start of November, just in time for Movember. So all you fellas out there, remember to check your private parts for any clinical abnormalities. And lastly, gonna be doing a little food review of Domino's chicken taco pizza. Oh yeah. So without further ado, let's get started. Whoa. I like that. Let's get started with this pizza first. Today's my cheat day actually, so I'm gonna indulge myself a little bit. Been looking forward to this all day long. This is one of Domino's new pizzas. It's got some chicken, green peppers. Not bad, not bad. Has a little taste of south of the border. A little dry though, missing that pizza sauce. Luckily, got myself some marinara sauce. Put this right here. Very good. Okay. Today we're going to be stringing with 2 strings in a hybrid setting. We got the Dunlop Silk, provided by the Imovovich Air Tennis Academy. I'm using some Solinco polyester string. This is an 18 gauge, I believe. Gonna be putting this in the cross. So let's get started with the mains first. Gonna be using the silk. Always good to have a pair of nail clippers in your set. Convenient for clipping the strings out of your used racket and clipping off these little attachments for your new strings. So what you're gonna do is you wanna avoid any knots. So as you unravel it, you wanna just take it off one reel at a time here. And since this is a full set of strings, we don't need the whole set, so we're gonna actually cut it in half. Move this marinara sauce out of the way. What you're gonna do, you're gonna find your 2 ends of your string, put them through the bottom of your racket. Let's find the other ends. Pretty long string. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Take your other end, put in the bottom here, make sure they're the same length, and as you pull, they're gonna stay the same distance from each other. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera here, and I'm gonna pull them all the way across the little patio here, until I reach the end. Okay. Now that we're at the end, this is the middle point. We can clip it. Put aside the other half of the reel for another time. All right. So with our half set of Dunlop Silk. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get both ends here. And again, gonna make sure both of our points are the same distance from each other. If you guys have a ruler or meter stick, you can also use that to measure, but I usually don't want to have one around, so I like using this method. There's our halfway point. Very good. Now for those who don't have a starting clamp like me, what you're going to do is get your clamps lock off here. Excellent. Over here is our tensioner. Today, we're going to be doing a hybrid stringing, which means we're going to be using two different tensions. Okay? Our first tension, we're going to be going at, let's see, like 56 pounds. Lock this in. We're going to go 52 on the crosses. Okay. I actually did a little switcheroo. My tension head was on the wrong side. I just had to flip it around. Okay, so we got our string here locked off. I'm gonna take our loose end, tension it off. So as you're pulling, you'll see this locks off. Our tension is met. Get your clamp. Whoa. I'm going to clamp it off right near the edge of the racket. Clamped off, release the tension here. Do other string. There you go. I'm going to clamp off again. Release the tension. I'm going to continue your way, top to bottom, feed it through. As you're pulling, it's always good to be nice and consistent with your pulse. Since it's a manual machine, you need to be consistent. Otherwise, you could have different tensions across your string bed. Take the other side, the same thing. Clamp it off. We're gonna do a full fast forward now. We're gonna do the same thing over again, all the way through till we reach the end. Okay, so we finished all of our mains. One thing I forgot to mention, do this first. You gotta skip strings usually on a string pattern just like this. You can see here, I've skipped here. These grommets are lower cross strings. Be sure to refer to the string pattern for your particular racket. We're gonna tie off next. I'll be using the Parnell knot. So you take your string end, and you're gonna feed it through the grommet with a hole that's slightly larger than the others. Okay? Put it through. You're gonna go once over, go inside. You're gonna go once over again. And this time, you're gonna push through the little gap you have from your loop. Pull for tension. Clip off the excess. Do the same on the other end. Oh, getting windy out here. Marinara sauce might blow away. And pull through, over, under through the loop. Pull for tension. Make sure it's nice and taut. Over and under. Feed it through the loop. Pull for tension. Clip off the excess. Very good. To the side. Okay, now we're ready for our cross strings. Where did they go? Fell on the floor. There we go. So again, you want to avoid tangles. Unravel your string. Make sure it's tangle free. Polyester is usually pretty good, has a very good memory. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one end, you're going to put it in your starter grommet. Again, slightly bigger than the others. We're going to be doing a double half hitch knot this time. So you're going to pull your string through, go under, over, under, over. Actually, this is not the double half hitch, but you twist it around twice, create a little loop here. If anyone knows what this knot is called, feel free to name it in the comments. But this is my favorite starter knot when doing the crosses. Once you have it through, pull for tension. Very good. Again, we're going to adjust our tensioner down, 52 pounds. Polyester plays a bit tighter than a synthetic, like the silk we're using. So it's always good to tension around 10% less. So we're gonna feed it through our main strings. You can use your index fingers. Feed the string through the mains. Polyester is a bit trickier because it's a bit more stiffer. And today we're actually going to be using a new technique some of you may have never used before. It's going to be the weave ahead technique. So we're going to be weaving ahead. Save us a little time. pull it through. For the top cross string, I like to weave 2 crosses first before tensioning. This hole is a bit small, hard to get into. Oh boy, there we go. And you always want to make sure you check your work as you're going. The last thing you want is finishing your string job just to notice that you made a mistake halfway back on your job. So one way to check your work is if you see your previous cross went over here and your current cross is going under. Do the same for the other side. Under, then over. I'm gonna pull this through. As you pull, it's always good to wave, fan the strings as you're going, because you don't want to burn through the strings. You can cause a lot of friction as you're pulling. You want to spread that friction across. Okay, we got our 2 crosses in. Can tension this off. Here, I like to have a little backup right here. Very good. So now we're gonna use that weave ahead technique. Oh, sort of controversial. Some people don't use this. They think that you're not creating consistent friction across the string bed when you do this. I like using this because I can do all my weaving in one step, most of it, and then do all my tensioning in another step. So you won't be able to weave all the way down the string bed, but you will get across most of it. Pull this across, again using that fanning technique as you go. Now this time, when you do the next cross, you got to leave a little excess loop at the edge of your racket, so you have a room slacken your strings to tension. Pull it across. Very good. So you can see our end. We're over and we're under on that side. We're over, under over here. Again, fanning as you go. Now this time, you're gonna leave a loop around a good foot so of string loose here, so we can tension it later. So we're gonna fast forward a bit here, and we're gonna weave ahead, okay? Okay, so we're gonna stop here. You can see we're out of string. And we can start tensioning off, okay? So again, going back to the top, Take our loose end, put the tensioner, over on this side actually, and pull. Lock off and clamp. Take your loop, lock off. Oh. Pull through the excess and lock off. Clamp. Very good. I'm going to fast forward the rest of the tension process, finish my slice of pizza. Okay, so we've reached the end of this. We can do the bottom half of the racket now. Again, making that loop. And continuing. Well, if you do have any questions about the string process, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Okay, here we are again. End of our string, we can tension off. So I don't know if you noticed in the fast motion there, but I actually did make a little mistake. I noticed it when I checked my strings, so I went back and investigated which string was incorrectly weaved. Again, a bit dark here in Scarborough, Ontario. Hope everyone can see the video still clearly. Oh boy. Got the tension, clamp, working a bit too fast here. Let's do this again. Okay, in our last quarter of the string bed here, again, I'm going to weave ahead. That's my style. Okay guys, we're practically done. One more cross on the bottom there, so we're just going to tension off the remaining strings here. And here we go. Our last cross. Gonna weave this one ahead. Oh boy. Pretty busy on this side of the rackets. We're going to take our awl, very nice tool, spread the strings out, get our string through. Okay, there we go. Tension off the second last string here. Very good. Clamp it off. Almost there. Last string. Really liking how this is looking so far. Whoa. There we have it, folks. Again, we're gonna tie it off with that Parnell knot. Cut the excess off first. Gonna find that grommet right beside it, actually. Always good to have a pair of pliers too. Sometimes it's hard to pull these strings. So again, we're gonna go over, under, through the loop, through the loop, and again, over, under, through the loop, the smaller one. Okay. And again, if you had pliers, you can pull a bit more tension. Just gonna use my hand here, so I don't have any pliers right now. And there we go. Onto your clamps. Put your marinara sauce away. Remove the racket. Clippers. Cut off the excess. There we are. Well, the crosses like to actually bend downward. I'm not sure why. There is a phenomenon behind that. So I like to go through all the crosses, straighten them out. Our final touch, our smiley face. So there you have it, folks. That was our stringing tutorial with the Silent Partner crank machine. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave in the comment section below. Till next time, have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.